Down, down,
It's the last can.
bow. Oh, is that the stuff that you bought the full case of before seeing if you liked it?
Yeah, and that's the last can of it.
YouTube. Oh, YouTube is receiving our content.
Whoa.
Full case of before
YouTube's
seeing
gonna
it. Twitch
receive
has
it.
started.
Yeah, and that's
Twitch was being an asshole to me earlier trying to start my stream.
Really?
Yeah. I was trying to
Oh,
start it. I
with your-
pressed
yeah.
start like 5 friggin' times, and then I went in and I had to reset my stream key, which of course meant I couldn't run my bot that I wanted to test because I would have had to reset that back up, and I was already later than planned.
Your MHC stream, yeah.
Yeah. Where I wasted way too much frickin' time. I do that in all the MHCs, though.
It's so much easier to waste time though when you're streaming.
Oh, I know, because you're just bullshitting around.
And you're talking.
Yeah, because versus when you're actually recording, you're just in a room by yourself. Anyways, though, hey guys, welcome to Big Box Weekly, the show without an intro. I'm Greg.
I'm Tim.
I almost just said I'm Tim, and that would have been wrong.
That would have been wrong, yeah. Very wrong.
If I was Tim, I would have to do this. Whoop. Hold on. There's a thing going on.
Okay, because I'm delayed. Oh, I see. Wow, that's no stop.
I'm trying to fix it now.
Out.
Okay, I would have had to do that. I finished the thing,
Okay.
and now I have to fix it again because it's weird.
Whoa.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right, does it?
No, I don't know.
Being on the left side of the screen's weird to me, man.
I'm not used to the right side.
Anyways, how the hell are you, Tim? Can you tell I'm exhausted, everyone?
It's Sunday.
Dude, what are you talking about? Today's Friday, man. I'm happy.
It's your Friday. So you have next couple of.
No, I don't even have the next couple of days off. I have tomorrow off, and then I'm back in Tuesday this week. Because literally on Thursday night, I see my name up on a whiteboard in the office, and I go, what the hell is that for? They're like, oh, yeah, you're on training next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We expect you to be in at 7 a.m. and stay here till 3. So I'm like, okay, so I'm working 5 days next week. Half of the week on days and half of the week on overnights. Cool.
That's out.
At least the nice thing is it's the back half of the week that's overnights. So it's not going to be like the worst thing trying to adjust back. If it was overnights and then days, it would have sucked.
Yeah, I suppose. It's still not gonna be fun.
It's not great, but it's still better than the other alternative. Well, the alternative was I just work my normal friggin' schedule. That would have been the best, but
right.
yeah. So I sat down to do a little bit more editing work today on that video project I was talking to you about. And I had a panic moment because I was doing something in OBS because I was trying to go in and look at the settings I had set up for record.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked, and I saw that I didn't put, like... So in OBS, you can set how your files get named.
Right.
I didn't put any sort of variable in, so I recorded all of my episodes to Co-op Complex without any sort of change in title name. So I had a panic moment of, oh shit, did I just overwrite everything?
It doesn't. Wouldn't it automatically?
It auto adds like a 1 or a 2.
Okay.
It does do that, but I had a panic moment before I went and looked at the folder. So yeah, the cat's out of the bag. The video coming out hopefully this Friday, if I finally get around to it, is Tim and I played Co-op Complex 1. Depending on how those videos do, even if they do shit, we'll probably go back and play Co-op Complex 2 at some point.
Just for the hell of it, yeah.
Yeah, because it was reasonably fun. So
yeah, and I'm looking forward to the to seeing how the editing comes out that Greg's doing to it.
I'm looking forward to seeing it too, but you know, when you do a couple 60-hour weeks in a row, and when you work about an hour and a half away from where you live and you're doing 12+ hour days, you get exhausted.
Yeah. Plus, it's a little bit more intensive editing
compared to what we normally do. Yeah.
Right. That wouldn't really take much, but
yeah, because if it was a normal video, just chuck it in your editor, put a title on it, and like an MHC.
Yeah.
Like those are the easiest thing in the world to just go straight away. I started adding a little bit of stuff on the last MHC video I posted because I was doing the editing live stream. So I was like, I better put some effort into this one. I don't know. The MHC community seems to enjoy the interaction with editing Greg and recording Greg, so
Yeah.
I got to do more of that shit.
I think it's entertaining.
At some point, I had planned on, in one of my videos, I'm going to have, like, that thing. You'll see this in a second on the stream. You don't have a video feed for me. I should set up a second web camera right above this one so you can actually see what the hell I'm talking about. That's something I should work on. Anyways, so this, like, my Greg C96 logo wall art there, I'm thinking about, like, starting, you know, having it, like, crooked at the start of the video to have, like, editing Greg come in.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Hold on a second.
What?
Go ahead and talk.
Hello, I'm...
You were just
talking?
I just had desktop sounds turned down, so you weren't muted. You were just quieter than me for the first 6 minutes there.
I didn't say anything important.
Not the end of the world, but you
Right.
know, I thought about it. I saw the little meter and I was like, why is that at minus 20 decibels? Oh shit.
Oh, well.
Because I had it turned down. Because of course, you can't set up the mixer per. It is Sunday, Rob.
Yes, Rob.
Of course, you know, why would I be able to set up a mixer per frickin' scene? No. All the scenes share the same goddamn mixer.
Which is stupid.
Because, you know, I would love to be able to set. I'll just have to add a Discord audio slider to my mixer and change it and customize it. I don't know. If I was a professional, I would have done that by now. But I'm not a professional.
I'm alright, Rob. How are you?
I'm not doing too bad. RIP keyboard. Yeah. I'm not doing too bad, Rob. As we just went over, I'm pretty tired, but that's okay.
Steelers won today, so we're all good.
Patriots won, so I'm all good.
Yeah.
That's okay, Tim. I know you're upset. But we beat the Saints, and come on. Who doesn't love trouncing the Saints?
I have no ill will towards the Saints.
It's just fun.
Why?
It is. That's why. I just got a notification on my phone that the Big Box Gamers just went live.
Hey!
Like,
That's
cool, Twitch. You're on time.
Yeah.
You're perfectly on time. I also just got a couple more emails.
Ooh.
Because, unfortunately, I receive emails from work even when I'm not there now. Because they finally got my company phone to me, which has email on it. Because I can't access my email on my laptop outside of work. So now I have this, and I get email outside of work, and I hate it. I don't really give a shit what's going on in there when I'm not there.
Don't look at it.
I know. I get in there to clear the notifications, and I'll see like a buzzword or something where I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Synergy.
Yeah, I should just leave it in my car when I get home.
All right, Rob. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for saying hey. I should just leave it in my car. Screw it. Yeah, I probably should. So, I was cleaning my desk a little bit. Because my desk is a friggin' mess right now. Because I was traveling for like a month, so it just kind of collected clutter. Because it was like, hey, Greg, this arrived. Oh, yeah, just go throw it on my desk, whatever. I found this thing, which I was planning on doing a review on a couple months ago. Like, yeah. So I might.
Gatekeeper?
Yeah, it's like basically, it's like an NFC lock for your computer, basically. So in order for me to like unlock whatever computer I install this to, I have to have the physical dongle within a range of the computer. He said dongle.
He said dongle.
Yeah, so basically you carry this little thing around and it acts as a lock for your computer. So I'm thinking about, because of the password requirements of computers for my company, because of the stupid friggin' requirements they put on passwords, I'm thinking about installing it on my work computer. So when I just walk up to it, it unlocks, and when I walk away from it, it locks.
Ooh.
So that people can't get on my account and start messing with stuff.
Start downloading porn. Yeah.
Well, no. I have access to software that can shut down the building if you don't know what you're doing. And I'm sure you can see why that would be a bad thing.
And download porn.
I think at that point that's the least of my concerns.
Wow.
If they find some porn on my company computer after that, after that happened, I'm pretty
Probably.
sure I'm already out the frickin' door, and that's just like, oh, Andy had porn, great. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Oh, God, like, yeah, it's just, yeah.
Yeah. That's a good idea, though, with the whole locking dongle thing.
Because I had bought it for my computer at HP when I was there still. Because I think I've let the cat out of the bag that I worked there already. Doesn't matter.
Now.
Well, I think I did on the last show. Or one of the things we did. I believe I've mentioned it.
I think you did too.
Because they still wouldn't be able to get my information because when I left there, one, it was no longer just regular old Hewlett Packard I worked for, and two, I was through a contract agency, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so I was planning on using it for my computer there, and I just never got around to it, and then I got the other job offer, and I just kind of was like, peace, bitches.
Deuces, I'm out.
Doses. Yeah. God, I just don't have much to talk about today. I really don't. Like, I have stories I want to tell, but then before I tell them, I'm like, I probably shouldn't tell that story.
Right.
I'm like,
I'm going to test
shit.
drive a smart car.
Oh, yes, we have to discuss this. Why?
Why? Because I have a Jeep, and I'm driving an awful lot for my job. And my Jeep isn't
it's all city driving. Let's put that out there, too.
Yeah, 90% of it's city driving.
Yeah.
So it's still a whole lot of wear and tear on my tires and my brakes. You know, my vehicle's, early 2000s as it is, so it's not
okay.
like it's...
So the Jeep is already a little beat on.
Oh yeah, the Jeep's the Jeep's a 2004, I think.
Okay.
So you're looking at 13, almost 14 years old.
Yeah.
And I want to keep it. I don't want to get rid of it.
Right. So you don't want to drive it into the ground.
Well, not yet, but I'm also don't really want to buy something that's super expensive.
How much does a smart car go for? Just out of curiosity.
How much do you think it does without looking anything up?
Okay, without looking anything up, I would guess
brand new.
I'm gonna guess like 15 grand.
That's about right. Yeah. Base price for the one that I'm looking at, because there's different levels. There's even convertibles. I don't think I'd want a convertible.
Oh, that sounds terrifying.
It looks cool as hell, but I just don't think...
Oh, that's never words I thought I'd hear together. Smart car, cool as hell. Jesus Christ.
You should see the one that I'm hoping to get. It's
okay, hold on.
Silver.
Okay. Let me go to their website real quick. Let me just pull up different models, because I didn't even know they made more than one base model at this point.
Yeah, there's like
they're like a serious company at this point, right?
Well, it's Mercedes-Benz makes them.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That explains why you asked me what's the matter. Not a Mercedes guy? I didn't know that.
Yes.
So you're looking at one of the gas-powered ones, because the electric ones are starting in the electric ones start at more than I paid for my SUV, so fuck that.
Yeah, I'm not looking at electric because there's just way too much shit that can go wrong. And so I'm looking
exactly.
at gas.
And they cost more to fix. So are you looking at the Pure?
I'm looking at the Prime Coupe.
The Prime Coupe. Okay, that's not too bad of a price.
Starts, I think, 17, and then with.
I mean, I'll give you. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. Sorry.
With the what I want on it, it's like 19,000.
That's not too bad.
No.
Oh my god, 3-cylinder turbocharged engine.
Yeah.
That just hurt. Oh my god. The fuel tank is what I burn in like a day and a half.
It's like, what, 8 gallons, I think?
8.7. 89 horsepower.
Yes.
Son of
Max
a... 0 to 60, 10 seconds.
Which is actually faster than what I thought it was going to be. I thought it'd be like closer to 15
yeah.
seconds. But
31 and 33 highway or city. That's not
City,
too
yeah.
bad. The
So, I mean,
39 the 39 highway is not very impressive though.
well, I imagine it's how hard you got to work the engine to get up to 55.
Probably.
But, see, I mean, with city highway, or city gas mileage right now, I'm getting 10 to 11 miles per gallon.
Okay.
That's
Damn.
barely.
I get like 23, so I haven't been there since I had the minivan.
So I mean, I'd be going triple my miles per gallon, on city stuff. Plus, it's just I don't need a big vehicle, because at most I only have one other person in my car anyway for work. So,
see, like I guess for me, if I was gonna be looking at like a smaller, fuel efficient vehicle, like I think I'd be looking Mini, just because around here that's already dangerous enough to go that small. I can't imagine going smart car. Like Boston, man.
yeah,
Because the Mini's even the base model Mini, you're still at least in the hundreds of horsepower. You're cutting like 30% off your 0 to 60 time, which matters, at least around here. Because if you ain't getting up to speed, you ain't getting in.
If I lived in Chicago, I would not be getting a smart car.
That's fair. You're kind of out a little ways now, right?
I'm like 2 hours out of Chicago.
Well, no, I know that, but I mean, like in terms of where you're at, I'm not trying to get too specific, obviously. But like you're not really in like a huge city at this point, right?
No,
you're outside because you're not in the big one that starts with M. You're outside of that, right?
No, the city that I work at, has less than 20,000 people in it.
Oh, okay. That changes things.
Yes.
Some of these Mini Coopers look fun, man. Like ridiculous amounts of horsepower in a tiny car. I'm just looking at it right now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Like frickin' 2-door Mini Cooper, top speed of 153.
No, thanks.
That sounds horrifying.
What does it say the Mini Cooper weighs?
Let me see. Let me look at the base model one.
Yeah.
Because that one starts at 21,000. That's only got a 3-cylinder in it too, 1.5 liter 3-cylinder with twin turbo.
Twin turbo.
Oh, it also comes with a manual transmission. Curb weight is 2,600 pounds with an 11-gallon fuel tank.
Okay, so that's about 500 pounds heavier than a smart car.
I would imagine so, yeah.
Smart cars are right around 2,100.
It's also got 134 horsepower versus 80.
Almost 90. It's 89. Come on.
Yeah. Let's see. Pound-feet of torque on the smart car, 100 pound-feet of torque. This has got 165.
Don't need that much.
You're not going to tow a boat with your smart car, Tim?
A boat that I don't have? Yeah.
No. Okay, so here's what you got to do, right? Ready? Just for giggles one day. You got to rent a jet ski and tow the jet ski with the Mini, or the smart car. I could totally see you doing that.
Guy that painted one of my guitars, I put on Facebook that I was thinking about getting one. And so I put a picture of
I must have missed that.
You must have, because the
I don't
picture
go on
of the one
Facebook
that I'm looking
anymore.
at is on Facebook.
Okay.
And so a guy that painted one of my guitars said that he would basically wants to paint flames going up the side of this thing.
And are you doing it? 'Cause if you're gonna go smart car, you might as well go all out.
I'm leasing it, so no.
Oh, okay. Your lease.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a high mileage lease, then.
It's about 20,000.
20,000 a year.
Uh-huh.
God damn! Off stream, I'll ask you what you're getting for a price on that, because like, that's a fucking huge lease.
It's less than 200.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's not bad.
No.
Because I was looking at, for me to do a high mileage lease on the vehicles I was looking at, I was looking at something like $700 or $800 a month.
Holy shit.
And all my mileage is highway mileage, too, so it's not even going to beat the crap out of the vehicle. I was looking at, like, doubling my current car payment to do a high mileage lease.
Wow.
Because, I mean, I do 600 miles a week.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that much.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. They're showing a picture of... There's a video on the Smart website of loading up a little smart car with a freaking shit ton of packages.
Oh, boxes? Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, that's interesting. It's a two-piece trunk. It's got a tailgate and a hatch. That's interesting. I mean, like, okay, the newer smart car doesn't look as bad as the old one. I'll give them that. They got their design figured out. It looks a little bit bigger, too.
It's wider.
Okay. But, yeah, I could never feel safe driving one of those around here.
I know a guy that's got one. He's having problems with it now because his is like
one of the original ones.
Yeah, the original one.
Yeah, before they knew what they were doing.
He says they're shit in snow. Which I'm like, well, yeah, I wasn't expecting
rear-wheel drive tiny ass car.
I mean, I still have a Jeep, so I'm not worried about snow.
Yeah, that's why you don't want to beat on the Jeep, so you still have it for a winter vehicle,
right?
Because for you to get something that's fuel efficient and an effective winter vehicle, you're looking at 150% the price, or almost 200% the price.
Yeah. So, otherwise, he says he loves it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, every year they have annual smart car drag races in Boston. I'm not even joking. That's a thing.
That would be funny.
Like, people soup up their smart cars for drag racing. It's awesome. I don't know. Next car I'm looking to buy, I plan on keeping the Terrain. But I saw, and of course, you know, I'm going to get all the shit because I'm a GM guy. Chevy brought back the SS.
The Waffen SS?
The sport sedan.
Oh, that's a different kind of SS than what
yes, it is. That is a very different kind of SS.
Yes.
So basically, it's a sedan, pretty much. It's basically the size of like the new Impala.
Yeah.
And the new Impala is nice. I like the look of the SS a little bit better. The interior is way nicer on this because it's quote a luxury sedan. But it also has the same 6.2 liter V8 as my dad's truck. It's a 4.7 second 0 to 60.
That'll put you back in your seat.
It's a sedan with 415 horsepower. It's got the same engine as the Corvette in a luxury sedan. Like, the only difference is the Corvette gives you the option to turbo it. The luxury sedan doesn't, because why?
Right.
Why do you even need a friggin'... I would have been okay if they just put the regular Chevy big block 5.3 liter V8 in this thing, but no, they went all the way to the 6.2.
Because they can.
And I believe it also has the GM 10-speed automatic in it.
10-speed?
Or, I'm sorry. GM does 9-speed. Because GM and Ford worked together to develop the 10-speed transmission that is in the Ford Raptor. And I believe GM is just using 9-speed as opposed to 10. I think Ford's using the 10 and GM's using the 9. But it also has the ability to, if you want to, throw it into like a manual override.
Okay.
But I like it because it has the on-wheel controls, like the radio and smart feature controls, exactly the same as are in my car currently, which I like, and a lot of other vehicles don't have that same control layout. So like I'm a fan.
There's something to be said for that.
Like it's the little things, you know.
The little.
Then of course, because it's quote luxury, it's and it's all leather and super comfy interiors and stuff, and it's got like really nice. The interior of it's really nice. But of course, since it's a high-performance sedan, it comes with the big-ass engine, Brembo brake package, beefed-up or magnetic ride suspension, so you can turn it into you can actually turn a dial to select the mode, so the suspension reacts differently. So you can put it into like a touring mode, sport mode, and performance mode. Stuff like that. Yeah. 4-piston brakes as opposed to the single 1 caliper.
He did what in this cup?
Psh. I don't know. I really like the SS. I'm very happy they brought it back. It's the type of thing, though, that I would only buy it to go alongside of the Terrain. Just because the Terrain, for how small of an SUV it is, it's remarkable in the winter.
Ah.
It's got a really good and responsive all-wheel drive, and I have not had a problem with that thing in the winter. I would not feel comfortable, especially the other thing about the SS is it's rear-wheel drive only. I would not feel comfortable with that in the winter because I've never... Yeah. I didn't, you know, unlike some of the older folk who are still cool with rear wheel only, I wasn't saying you. I had a lot of coworkers who were giving me shit about wanting all-wheel drive previously. I was like, look, I didn't grow up on rear-wheel drive in this area. My first car was front-wheel drive, and when I got my second car, I knew I wanted all-wheel drive.
It's a different monster.
Exactly, and I don't really want to learn how to control that monster in a snowstorm when that monster also costs about 50 grand.
Right.
It's not something I want to beat off of a couple of dumpsters like one of my buddies.
Not an ideal time to learn, no.
No. You know, I'll take it out in mild storms just to kind of see a feel for it. Because the other thing, too, is I was looking into it. They changed the GMs. I love the Terrain. I love my Terrain. I was looking at getting a newer Terrain once I kill this one. But they changed the 2018 Terrain.
Oh.
They made it smaller.
Fuckers.
They changed the exterior and made it like more curved as opposed to boxy. And I like the look of the old Terrain. I don't like the look of the new one. I can get a replacement engine for my car, like the identical replacement engine for like $1,200.
Wow.
So my thought is, I'm just going to buy the engine and store it away. Because the thing that's going to go in that car, unless it rots all away because the roads here are shit in the winter and all salted, it's going to be the engine. That's what's going to go on it. That's the big ticket item. So I'm just going to buy it, store it away, and when the engine goes, drop a new one in and keep it going. Because, you know...
If you still have a body.
Yeah, exactly. Because, you know, suspension and ball joints and brakes and rotors, I do all that work myself, and I change those out, you know, on a schedule. So all that shit that is normally your breakdown components, those are going to be fine. You know, when I get the engine dropped in, I'll probably pay the shop to go through and make sure all the lines are still good, you know, no leaky lines or stuff that's going to almost go, you know, check the transmission. I give the transmission its regular tune-ups, that type of thing. Like, and the other thing is, I've had the Terrain since 14,000 miles on this engine. So, like, realistically, I got the car pretty new.
Yeah.
I'm the one who did most of its break-in still. I've had it for 30,000 miles, and, you know, it hasn't given me literally a single problem, even for a used car.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I banged on my head. You can't see that, of course, but, yeah. So, I mean, like, it's... I just don't want to get rid of it anytime soon. I like it. There's something to be said for what you like.
Yes.
The Chevy SS has a very similar interior to the Terrain, and I kind of want a fun car.
There you go.
So I'm thinking I'm going to grab that. Plus, the other thing is the highway mileage rating is like 7 or 8 miles a gallon better. Not that that matters because, you know, at all, that's not that much of a difference when you're already talking. I'm almost at 30 highway in the Terrain.
Right.
I don't know. So I'm thinking about getting that. Or I'll just sell the Terrain and get a GMC Canyon pickup truck because that can tow the boat. Instead of
YouTube
always
money.
relying... Yeah, exactly. That YouTube money. Yep, that YouTube money. That's why I'm looking at $45,000+ vehicles. Oh, yeah. All that YouTube and Twitch's money.
Yeah, the Twitch donations.
All them donations that I turned off because fuck Streamlabs.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Well, that's why I gave Sheriff all those bits. People were giving me crap about something because I said I wouldn't. Or actually, I had no idea what bits were that day. I asked about it, and people were afterwards. I gave them all those bits for giving me crap. Why don't you just donate to them? Well, that's the only way I'm gonna freaking donate to them because I don't use Streamlabs anymore. There's a video on my channel about that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch it.
Yep, Grexy96.
Yeah, Streamlabs is not my thing. I'm working on I'm working on the ability right now, and it's in very preliminary stages. BigBot is vaguely functional at this point, which is always a plus.
Yes.
Of course, I wanted to test it out earlier today, but then Twitch was like, "Nah, we're changing your stream key, mofo."
You're like, okay.
I guess so.
I guess.
I don't really want to deal with bullshit right now, but thanks, guys. Oh, that's amazing. They still let us stream here.
They don't watch us.
Yeah, that's true. We're not big enough.
If they watched us, they wouldn't.
They watch us be like, "Yeah, you're never ever gonna be a partner. Fuck you."
Right. We're gonna ban you now.
Yeah, GTFO. And also, like your individual channels, get them out of here too.
You're
Yeah. But yeah, so the bot is coming along. Ultimately, I want the bot to be able to interface with like getting subscription and follow information to give alerts like that. Also, I want the ability to tie it into a donation system that's in existence on the Big Box website. So basically have like a bigboxofgamers.com/donate, where they can go to a page, click a little drop down. Who are you donating to, Greg or Tim? Enter it in, and then BigBot
automatically goes to Tim.
Yeah, right. If I were you, I'd be the one worried about automatically goes to Greg since I'm coding it.
Right.
So add that in, and then it'll pull that. It'll on the website end, on the web server, it'll divert to the appropriate PayPal, and then the bot end, it'll give a message in the appropriate chat. That type of thing. I'm trying to replace Streamlabs because I liked the service they offered. I just don't like the company. So I refuse to use.
And refuse to lose.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Woohoo! We hit the half-hour mark.
Woo! I really didn't think that was going to happen.
It's a goddamn miracle with the energy level I started off with at the top of the show.
It's a Halloween miracle.
Ooh, spooky. There was so Disneyland in Disney World, California, they deck out their Haunted Mansion ride every year for Halloween season. I guess this is now officially going into Halloween season because they already decorated it. Disneyland in California, I saw one of my mom's friends posted it on Facebook. There was a 300-minute fucking wait for Haunted Mansion because people wanted to get in and see the new decorations. That's a long
minute.
And that ride moves a lot of people in a go. Because it takes like a giant chunk of people every time it brings people in. And it's a constantly moving ride. That line must have been literally to the front gate of the park.
That's those people. I don't understand those people. I am not like those people.
I don't get it either, man. I don't even like waiting 30 minutes.
No. 3 minutes is about my limit.
If it's more than 10, 15 minutes, I go get a fast pass. Like, oh my God.
Put me in the front of the line, or I'm just getting the hell out of here.
Well, the last time I went to Disney in Florida was when I had the knee issue, so I was in a wheelchair, because screw walking around Disney on crutches. Dude, you get places so much faster on a wheelchair. Holy shit.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh my God.
Pro tip.
And the other thing, too, is...
Fake an injury.
No, this wasn't the fake injury. This was the one that kept me off my feet for 8 months freshman year of high school.
Okay.
That's when I crushed the tendon in my knee. Yeah, it's been that long since I've been to Disney. Well, I guess I was at Disney in California a couple times after that for, like, Worlds and stuff, but I wasn't really primarily there for the park.
Right.
So, like, yeah, the other good thing is because they have, like, because they have, like, the little foot brackets on the front, my dad was the one pushing my wheelchair. We didn't have a problem getting through crowds.
You whack a lot of people with the front of those things?
Battering ram. My dad basically just started walking, and every couple of seconds would just go, "Excuse me."
Bang!
And just keep going. "Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Out of the way. Not my problem if you don't move."
Hardcore.
Then my mom and sister were just like chasing behind. Cause my dad, he was friggin' moving.
Oh. He wanted to get in and get out.
Exactly. He wanted to make the most of the time.
That's a man that I can identify with right there. Get in, get out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I approve.
Yep. I think that's probably what we're gonna call it. I'm fucking exhausted.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else
noteworthy,
worthwhile. Yeah.
Like, I haven't done anything other than like work and sleep for the past 2 weeks, so I have nothing. I don't even know what's going on.
That's wrong.
World. Oh,
you've gone to the bathroom.
True.
You've eaten something.
Once or
at some
twice.
Point in time.
Once or twice. So, had pizza this afternoon, so.
There you go. See?
Actually, I did just remember something. The iPhone X.
Oh, the iPhone X.
I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I have mixed feelings on the X. I hate the fact that they replaced Touch ID with Face ID.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because I think it's far easier for me to press the home button to unlock my phone than it is to open the phone and then hold it up to my face. I hear squealing tires in the background. Sorry.
Plus, cops can unlock your phone with you in handcuffs. They can just go, proofs here.
Well, they could do that anyways with Touch ID.
Well, see, that's not what people are saying right now. People that are like cop paranoid.
They could just break your fucking thumb if you resist, and
tase you.
Because the thing is, in order to unlock your phone with Face ID, it appears right now that your eyes need to be open.
Right.
So I would still argue it's far easier for them to break your thumb if you're resisting and just put that on the Touch ID.
Yeah.
The resisting arrest, they can get away with that shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. My other thing is, regardless of how they can unlock my phone, maybe this comes from the place of privilege where I'm a middle-class white person. But, like, if they want to unlock my phone, show me a warrant or probable cause, motherfucker.
Wow.
Like I said, maybe that comes from a place of privilege, but...
I got nothing to hide.
Well, I don't either, but still, it's the principle of it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it's the principle of it. You can't just push me around because you think you're better than me.
All right, that's fair.
That's how I live my life.
Fuck the police.
Straight from the underground. And on that note, actually no, I wanted to talk about the iPhone X a little bit. I like the fact that it's the bigger screen on the slightly smaller device. I like the fact that the dual lenses are oriented in the other direction. They're vertical on the phone body versus horizontal, so they're in horizontal when you're taking videos with the phone.
I like that.
I like the fact that they did it right this time.
Yes.
I don't like that fucking price tag, though.
No, the price tag's
$1,000 for a 64 gig phone.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Those are the two things that are stopping me from pre-ordering the iPhone X as soon as it's available for pre-order. Are no Touch ID and the price. If it was even $900 as opposed to $1,000, sold. But like the no Touch ID is really killing me.
Yeah, my phone's got 252 gigabytes capacity.
Yeah. Well, that's a $1,200 phone if you were to get the iPhone X with that much. I only have my 6 is a 64, and the 6S I got for work they gave me was a 32.
What about the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus?
I was looking at those. I would go with the Plus if I did anything, but like, I don't know. My dad's already planning on upgrading. He has a 7 Plus. I don't know if there's really that big of a benefit. Because the 8 still doesn't have the enhanced processor that the X does.
Right.
I don't know.
I think I'm just going to keep mine for now.
Yeah. Well, the only reason it's even a thing for me is my upgrade comes up in November.
Oh, that's right.
And November 3rd is launch day. So launch day and my upgrade for my phone are about the same time. And like I said, that's the 6S. That's my work phone. I grabbed the wrong fucking phone. I have too many phones. I hate it. me see if I can show this on camera. Hold on, I gotta take it out of the case to show it. Anyone else out there with iPhone 6s that gets this stupid little chip in the upper corner of the phone? Like, seriously. Okay, so I babied this thing, right? I already replaced one iPhone 6. Apple replaced it for me for free because it was bent. Even though, you know, I don't sit on the phone. When I'm driving long distances, it comes out of the pocket. It's not really ever in my pocket when I'm sitting down for long periods of time. Like, I babied my phone. There's no reason it should have bent. So the original one and my replacement both got that chip in the top corner. I'm getting out of my dad's truck the other day. I dropped that thing face down on the pavement and nothing fucking happens. Like, I drop it, it bounces and goes right back down face down. Not a goddamn thing. I got one little crack in my glass screen protector. That's it. And, like, it's not even a bad enough crack that, like, I didn't even notice it at first. And, like, I don't feel the crack on the screen protector, so I'm not even getting a new screen protector because it doesn't matter.
Damn.
And, like, I dropped it from, like, 3.5, 4 feet in the air, face first on pavement, nothing. It sits in my pocket, and it cracks. So I don't really trust that the glass is all that much better on the friggin' X. And that's a $1,000 phone, and there's more glass on it. Like,
I've had mine in my pocket for Golf League, and then I've had it sitting in a cup holder in my golf cart, rattling around, and I never had an issue with this one. Or
yeah,
I never had a 6, but
up until the 6, I never had an issue. I accidentally went swimming with my iPhone 3GS in my pocket, and I was able to revive that thing.
Rice?
No, that's a myth.
That's incorrect. I've revived 2 cell phones with a bowl of or a bag of rice.
Okay, and how long did they last for after that?
One of them still works.
So the problem with rice is it's hit or miss. It doesn't actually solve the problem. If you were to actually tell me that you disassembled the phone and put the components in rice, I would say you were actually doing something. Putting rice on the outside of a phone when the water damage is on the inside
Well, yeah,
doesn't do fuck all.
I took the battery off at the case, the back of the case off.
No,
it wasn't with an iPhone. I should say that. Both of them were Androids.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying the problem you run into with those is oftentimes you get moisture buildup underneath the ICs in the phone, and rice doesn't do jack shit for that. Your best bet, actually better than rice. This is what I used to revive the iPhone because I didn't have the tools back then nor the money. Put it in a bowl of 97% isopropyl alcohol.
Okay.
So, alcohol displaces water. That's why we get drunk.
Right.
Alcohol displaces water. So you let it sit in the alcohol, and it'll actually, if you let it sit for long enough, it'll work the water out from underneath of those chips. It'll get rid of that moisture. Alcohol evaporates pretty quickly.
That's true.
So when you take it out of the alcohol, 2 things. 1, it'll evaporate reasonably quickly, any of the alcohol that's still in the phone. And 2, isopropyl alcohol is non-electrically conductive. So even if a little bit of alcohol stays in there for a while, it's not doing any damage to the phone.
Ah.
So yeah, there's your pro tip from Greg. It'll do it's still not like appropriately fixing a water damage device, but it'll do a shit ton better than a bag of rice.
You learned it here first, kids.
The appropriate way is like ultrasonic cleaning, but ain't nobody got time for that.
Just don't drop your phone in water.
Or go swimming with it in your pocket.
Or go swimming with it, or put it in the washing machine, or drop it in the toilet. You're good to go.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like, the 3GS was my first iPhone. I didn't have any problems with that weren't self-inflicted. The 4S was what I got for a replacement after that, because I revived the phone, but then I just decided, screw it, I'm going to get a new one. So I went out and bought the 4S, never had any problems with that. I skipped the 5S, but I do own one now, actually. I was using that as a work phone before. Never had problems with the 5S. I'm yawning. Hold on. Upgraded my 4S to the 6 because the 4S was starting to get really slow. My very first 6 bent on me and the screen chipped. Second one, after I had to fight with Apple to get it replaced. Even though I was still within warranty and they didn't want to replace it. And I said, look, the case that I keep this phone in literally sandwiches the phone between 2 1/8-inch thick pieces of aluminum. There's no reason this phone should have bent. I keep it... What are you talking about? SE sucks. I didn't say I have an SE, and the SE is actually a good phone, dumbass.
What?
Kemet's over in the YouTube chat. Said the SE sucks dick, and I know you would argue that because you used the SE for a while because it's a good freaking phone.
Yeah, my Xander's got it now.
Yeah. You came in a little late, Kemet. We're getting ready to wrap it up here.
Right.
Bastard.
Penis.
But yeah, so I had to fight with him to get him to replace the 6, and I was like, look, this thing is bent by 2 frickin' degrees on one side, and I can pop the screen back into place. And then it pops right back out again. There's something wrong with this phone. You're replacing it.
Now.
I also, similarly with Data, is how I got them to replace my mom's Apple Watch, too.
Ooh.
Because my mom's Apple Watch was dying, like, really freaking quickly. Like, it wasn't even getting through, like, half a day. And she's not a heavy phone user. She doesn't get a lot of notifications and stuff.
Okay.
So I go to the Apple store. I used her Apple Watch for a couple of days. I replaced mine, used hers, just to see if I was getting the same problems.
Right.
You're on your 3rd that you need to take back to Apple on 9 months. Well, then, God, you just shouldn't own a cell phone if you're on your 3rd phone in 9 months.
Damn.
I can't say it's stupid, Kemet. Garbage in, garbage out, man. Dude, seriously, if you're on your 3rd phone in 9 months, you need to reevaluate something. And it might be your life choices. So, I'm using the thing. I'm noticing I'm not even getting through a full day. And with my Apple Watch, I can usually get through a day and a half, 2 days without a charge.
I get about a day and a half.
Yeah. So, that's a thing. So I use it. I go in the first time. They send it off for analysis. And it comes back fine. Bullshit, it does.
No, it's not, bitches.
So I go, fine, whatever. Give it back to my mom. She notices the same problem. She's getting through like half a day. So I take it back. Same thing. Well, there's nothing we can really do because the watch is fine. If you want to replace it through your service plan, you have this deductible to pay.
Bitch!
All have been Apple defects. I am careful with my stuff. Friggin' expand on Apple defects. What have happened with these 3 phones? Saying Apple defects, sorry, man, as a tech support person, Apple defects doesn't fly as an actual problem with a phone for me. Need more specific than that. So then one day, I noticed the thing on the charger. I smell like a burning smell in the kitchen. So I get out my IR thermometer, and the watch is like 102 degrees C. I touch the thing to take it off the charger. It leaves a scar on my finger. So I go back into the Apple store. First had a screen pops out of the box. First had a screen that pops out from out of the box. Second one's an issue with Wi-Fi crashing. This one can't get into cell network. Who's your cell provider?
It's an EU cell company.
Did they give you an AT&T phone for Verizon or something?
It's a Rogers.
Dude, like, are you on Cricket or something? Like, oh. Oh my God. Screen popping out of the box is not necessarily an Apple issue unless you bought it direct from the store. If you had it shipped, I'm blaming the shipping company. Fuck UPS.
Fuck FedEx.
You use FedEx, though.
I hate FedEx. I use UPS.
What? You sent me the graphics card FedEx.
No, I sent it UPS.
No,
USPS.
it came FedEx.
Well, then they shipped it off to FedEx. Because I took it to the United States Post Service.
It came from FedEx. I was really surprised.
Lazy bastards. That is not who I drop, because we don't have a FedEx drop box here.
I was really surprised when I saw a package from UK and FedEx. Verizon,
Have
your
you
parents have the same thing as work? This phone also deactivates all the time? Did you try to freaking, like, crack the phone? Did you try to jailbreak the thing?
Have you tried the graphics card yet?
I haven't had time.
Yeah, it probably doesn't work anymore.
It probably doesn't.
Pissed on it.
That's true. And they probably let their cat eat half the wires, like bastard FedEx and their cats.
Right? Hell no, I would never use FedEx.
Well, you did. Just figured I'd let you know.
The Postal Service did.
By extension, you did, and they betrayed your trust.
I did not have any knowledge that they were going to be doing that.
They betrayed your trust, man.
They did. I'm gonna bitch at my mail lady now. That pisses me off.
Fuckers. That's okay. Out at my grandparents' house, my grandmother's checks have been getting put in the mailbox for the person next door for like a month now. So I was over there the other day when the mail person's dropping off, and I went over and I'm like, "Excuse me, hold on.
Can you not read?
Can you not like put my grandma's paychecks in the next door neighbor's box?" Well, we don't do it on purpose. I don't give a shit if it's on purpose. I didn't say it was on purpose. Stop fucking giving her paycheck to the next door neighbor.
Do your fucking job.
Because she was condescending when she made the comment about, well, it's not on purpose, so I just went off.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was on purpose, bitch. Just stop it. Do your goddamn job. Learn to fucking read. And you'll have no problems.
Right. Stop giving shit to FedEx.
And we'll have no problems.
Right.
Oh.
That bothers me.
I'm sure it does. Like I said, I was like, what the fuck? Tim sent it. Oh, also, he sends me like a box that was like 3 times the size it needed to be.
I didn't have any other size box that was smaller.
I'm just glad you didn't send it in a guitar box.
Well, now if I ever do, guess what you're getting?
Oh, and guess what you're getting back?
I'm not going to open it. Return to sender.
Return to sender. That's a song, I think.
It is, yes.
I don't remember how it goes, but I know there's like the words return to sender in there.
Address unknown.
Yeah. But yeah, no.
Renewal notice from Malwarebytes.
Oh, shit. Speaking of renewal, yeah, I got to go renew a thing because it expires in like a month.
Your what does?
The big box domain.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna probably just throw that on for 5-year renewal, so I don't have to worry about it.
All right.
I'm also probably gonna. This is a conversation for off stream, so I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's gonna do it. We have hit the 52-minute mark. Bullshitting about nothing.
Yeah.
You may pre-order a Google Pixel 2. Interesting. I can't stand Android, man. It's sluggish on like every device. That's my problem. I have yet to have a good Android experience. Like this thing here. Yeah, Galaxy S6. This thing was a piece of shit. I hated this phone. It doesn't even work anymore. And like the S6 isn't that old. Tim's looking for something. He has a thought in his head.
The case for one. I don't know. It's around here someplace.
It is, but you can't stand iOS anymore. Well, why can't you stand iOS? Here's an idea, Kemet. Wait for one of your phones to go out of warranty instead of ordering a new one, and then jailbreak it.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
That's the whole point of jailbreaking, is to do something fun with your phone after it's out of warranty so you don't void the goddamn thing.
It's a simple concept.
Just realize, why the hell am I on YouTube and not Twitch? I don't know, man. I was just kind of rolling with it. I was just rolling with it. I was surprised you... that's why it took me a second to realize again that you were Kemet, because it showed up as Andrew. Well, the first time he commented on one of my videos, I had no idea who he was.
Right.
I think I told that story where I was just like, yeah, that's cool. I'm glad you liked the video, man. All right, I think that's gonna wrap things up around here.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Oh, son of a bitch! Just as I say we're gonna wrap it up, I dropped 75 frames. Charter,
Wow.
piece of shit. We didn't drop any frames the entire show until I said I'm gonna wrap it up.
Charter heard you.
Fuck you, Charter.
All right, guys, shut it down.
Shut off the interlocks. You don't have a Kemet account for YouTube. Well, you should get one, bud. Get a Kemet account so I know who the hell you are.
Right?
I'm not a very intelligent man. I can't remember more than a couple of names, okay? Be glad I remember yours.
You should be honored.
All right. We're going to wrap it up. And any parting words of wisdom?
Smart car. That's it.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, Tim is buying a smart car. That's the wrapping up information. Bye!
Bye!
Confused like I was.